So we're starting. Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining another Foreman community demo. I'm Nafar, a developer actively working on the Foreman project, and I'll be your host for today's demo. So thank you all for joining, and without further ado, let's get started. For any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us at the Foreman group chat on Metrics, or during the demo, you can also use the chat here on Google Meet. Okay, so today we have three Foreman demos, and we'll begin with Samir, who will present the certificate authentication and LCE management of container content on Foreman/proxy.
Hey, give me 1 second. All right, so today my demo is about cert authentication on Flatpak and container content. I'm trying to clear my cache here, so it lets me log in. And once I'm able to log in, I'll get started. Okay. Did I not have? Okay. I'm logged in somewhere. Let me close this one. Too many tabs. Okay. So for this demo, I wanted to demo a couple of things. So what we have implemented for Kettle 418 is certificate authentication for container clients, basically. And because Flatpaks are also containers, so this also applies to Flatpak content. What that means is, let me actually spin up my RHEL9 host because I don't think I have set up RHEL9 host. All right, so let me actually go to this host and then we can go from there. So for this RHEL9 host, if I look at the content view that it's assigned to, I have this Firefox Flatpak content view, and this has two repositories. So it has the Firefox repository and the Flatpak runtime. However, what used to happen earlier is even though you assigned a content view and a lifecycle environment to a host, it would receive all of the container content that was available on the server you were registered to, be it the main Foreman server or the proxy. So we did not actually have any kind of access restriction based on the registered content views on host. So what we have done here is, let me go to one of the registration templates first. Okay, so this is your regular registration host. Let me select an activation key I created earlier. And we have this new flag now, which is called Setup Container Registry Certs. So it has a text which describes what goes on. So if you select this, when you register a host, the entitlement certs that are generated on the host are also symlinked into a particular directory that the container clients use, like Podman or Flatpak. So let me set this to true. Let me put this as false, and everything looks okay here. All right, I'll copy this, and hopefully my RHEL9 host is up by now. And this certificate authentication is now available on both the Foreman server and the proxy. And you can use this registration template to set whatever smart proxy you want to register to. So it will work the same if you're registering to a proxy or to Foreman. All right, so let me run this. All right, so this is the registration command. Let me run this. So you'll see it's running registration. It was a force, so I'm registering. Let it have all of this. All right, and at the end, it has a new section now because the setup container search was set to true. So now you'll see a few additional logs here. So running certificate setup, creating this directory. So this is the directory that Podman and Flatpak will look for their certs in. And if everything succeeds, then it will report that. So let's see what it put in this directory. If I go here and do ls/l, you'll see these are all links. So there's a link to the CA bundle cert, there's a link to the entitlement cert, and there's a link to the entitlement key. Now that I have these certs set up, I can actually do a Podman search, and this will be the server. Right. So now you'll see I'm not required to log in to search my server. And similarly, I only have Flatpak content here, so I will not do a Podman pull. But you are only allowed to pull content that lives in your assigned content view environments. And I think that's about it. You'll see the same behavior on proxies. To use cert authentication for Flatpak content, that is only available in RHEL 10. It's not available in RHEL 9. For Podman cert authentication, that is available in RHEL 9. That's the oldest version I checked. I didn't check RHEL 8, so I'm not sure about that. But for Flatpak, only RHEL 10 supports cert authentication. So there you'll still have to do your usual Podman login server. Right? So this is the old flow. You can still do this, but if you have certs set up, the certs will take precedence. So you will not get all of the contents. If you want to go back to your old setup, then you can actually remove your certs, right? And now, since I did a login, now you'll see, because I removed these certs and I logged in earlier, so I'll see a lot more content which are not assigned to my content view here. Okay, all right. I think that is all I had to demo, so I'll stop sharing now.
Yeah, and Samir, we have one question.
Yeah. Oh, okay, let me get back here. What is the question? Is that only for new host registrations, or could you run a job template? Yes, so we do have a job template. Let me see. So the whole container setup thing is inside a provisioning template snippet, which is, let me see, container search setup. So this is a snippet, so you can use it in job templates that you write. We have a job template which is called Flatpak login to registry via Podman. So in this, I think there's a PR open unless I am on that branch, which I am. So you'll see we are calling container search setup here. So if I were to actually run this, let me try this. Next, let me choose a host. Okay, so in this case, if I want the certificate authentication, I can choose true here. And in that case, I don't need to provide username password. And let's see. Hopefully it will go through soon. Okay, it succeeded. So here, now I should have that folder back and I should have my search back. And when I search, I should again be restricted to my assigned content requirements. All right, I will stop sharing.
Thank you, Samir. We can move on to the next demo, but Quirin was supposed to do it, and I don't see him here, right? Okay, maybe next time. We'll see. Okay, so we can move on to our last demo for today from Pavan about Flatpak Remotes UI.
Yeah, thank you. I'll share my screen. Yeah, today I'll be doing demo on Flatpak Remotes UI. So we have developed a new feature to provide UI support for the existing Flatpak remotes, which we were previously working with Hammer CLI and whatnot. So now we have added a new navigation item under content called Flatpak Remotes. So once we click on it, we'll be redirected to the Flatpak remotes, which basically lists all the Flatpak remotes which we have. So we also have the search functionality wherein we can search based on name or other aspects. So which will give us the particular Flatpak remote. And once we click on any of the existing Flatpak remote, so it will basically display the details of that particular Flatpak remote, such as URL and the remote repositories table, which lists the repositories which are available for that particular Flatpak remote. And this remote repositories table, it lists the name of the repository, ID, last mirrored, and the mirror action to mirror the particular Flatpak repository. So this particular page is still in progress. So the mirror action should be added. And apart from that, if we go back to our Flatpak remotes, and if we do not have any of the Flatpak remotes, so it will display an empty page. So let me go ahead and delete the existing Flatpak remotes. Yeah. So once it is deleted, it will display an empty page showing there are no results. So yeah, I guess that's all I have for the demo. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Pavan. Yeah, so that was all for us for today. Next demo is on July 24th. So there are no more questions. I would like to thank everyone for joining, and of course to our great team for sharing your work with us today. So thanks everyone, and see you all next time.
Thank you.
Thanks all.